Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Now before we begin, I have to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person, taking this awesome video, and the gorgeous high-res pics. Show Ryan some love because without him, this series literally wouldn't be possible. Now if you are looking to pre-order Captain Carter, she is available from toyswonderland.com. They do have 12-month installment plans and an awesome reward system, so check out the link down in the description below. Now, technically, I did already do a figure preview video on Captain Carter when she was first teased, but they did pop some additional accessories here, and they did solicit her with them, so we thought, to hell with it, why not take a second look? Now, this figure, I already was gushing about the first time around. I'm super excited to get this, but now that she comes with some bonus stuff, yeah, it just sweetens the deal. She comes with a 1911, a bunch of interchangeable hands. I was speculating that the cuff was going to be a separate piece to the hand itself, so that you could get maximum articulation out of the hand, call it a split-cut glove design. Unfortunately, they didn't do that, and the annoying thing here is Hot Toys don't include wrist pegs with each additional hand, unlike Sideshow. So if you've ever owned a Hot Toys Darth Vader, you know what I'm talking about. It's a right pain to swap out these hands. She does come with a sword, which you see her using in the episode, and I'm glad that they decided to pop that in there. I would have loved for there to be some diorama base add-on piece that were the tentacles of that creature that was coming out of the portal. That would have been an awesome touch, but nevertheless they decided not to do it. The reason why I would have liked that in particular is of course because she comes with the sword that she uses to fight it and slice off a few of those tentacles. It would have been awesome, but I'm still happy with what we got. We also get this, an interchangeable curly hairpiece. I'm pretty sure what they're trying to say is there's one for standing straight up and down, and there's one for action poses. I honestly wish they do this more with sculpted hair figures, especially for characters like Black Widow and Wonder Woman. Pre-sculpt the hair in two different positions, and then seamlessly blend that transition with a couple of strands of hair. We know that they can do it, they're very clearly doing it here, so hopefully this means that going forward, if we do get more long-haired, sculpted-haired figures, that they will have interchangeable options. Now, even though she doesn't have a split-cut glove design, she does have a split-cut boot design. The boot topper does come over the foot itself. That means you can get maximum articulation out of the foot. I would also imagine that it would be a slightly rubbery plastic, so you can get even more flex out of that boot topper piece. Now, I'm also pleased to report that this figure is made entirely of fabric. Well, her outfit at least, anyway. That means we'll be able to go crazy with the posing. I'm not exactly sure why modern Captain America figures all come with that rubberized texture to the suit. Synthetic fabric doesn't really work for him, and I don't think that screen-printed material is the best choice either. So now with Captain Carter, I think they realized that, and they've switched back to a full fabric. This works perfectly. I'm super happy that they decided to do that. That means that not only will it not crease, but it should actually give you slightly more range, because those rubbery fabrics are often very stiff as well and hard to move. Now, it also kind of has an animated sort of vibe to the weave and the texture of the material. I don't know if that's on purpose or if it just is a happy coincidence, but it works really nicely for Captain Carter. I also like the color of the fabric. It's a nice deep royal blue, and the red is very punchy and vibrant. She also, of course, has a belt which is fully sculpted. No pleather here, that means no degradation over time. This figure is definitely going to stand the test of time. Now, if I did have one complaint, it would be that the body looks a little bit too slim. It almost looks like they're using a regular 1/6 scale female body here, maybe a little bit of padding here and there. But in the episode of What If, where Captain Carter was featured, she was swole. You could definitely tell that super soldier serum had an effect on her. She had really broad shoulders, she was super muscular, whereas this looks rather slim and trim. I mean, it looks fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it's not entirely accurate to the show. Will they make changes down the line, switch out the body? Who can say? But for now, I don't think it's quite enough to deter people like me, who were already super excited to get this figure anyway, to not get the figure. I think people will definitely overlook something like that, because it's a minor issue. Overall, though, it is something I noticed. I also love the Union Jack stitched on the front of the outfit. Once again, the red is super vibrant, the white is super crisp, and her harness is a fully sculpted piece. I think I've said fully sculpted piece at least 2 or 3 times now, but I love it. That means that this figure should be one that we don't have to worry about at all on the shelf. And let's be honest, you can't complain about that. She does have separate shoulder pads that have been affixed to the suit, just to give her a little bit more definition and bulk her up a little bit more. They look great, no complaints from me there. They will be able to flex it and move out of the way, as you can see, because it literally is being shown here, moving out of the way. It nicely and seamlessly tucks up underneath that shoulder pad. Now, this wouldn't be a Captain America style figure. In this instance, of course, Captain Carter, without a shield. A brand new sculpt here. You've got the Union Jack up on the front there, a beautiful metallic finish. It unfortunately won't be die-cast. I can already tell you this is going to be a plastic shield, so for everyone who prefers die-cast, I'm sorry, it's not going to be made of metal. To me, it's not the biggest deal in the world. This is a much slighter framed body compared to a Captain America figure. The joints are going to be put under a ton of stress if the shield was made out of metal, so I'm glad they went with plastic here. Now, moving on to the head sculpt. I personally really like it. Initially, to be totally honest with you, I wasn't 100% sold. From the promo pics, I thought it looked a little bit too toyish, very flat, very basic, but here I can tell that they have kept all of the animated elements, like they're supposed to keep it accurate to the show, but they have added their awesome paint finish over the top, so there is texture to the skin, there's a nice gloss to the eyes, the lips look great, and then over the top of that, she does still retain those animated aesthetics with the fully sculpted hair, with that very simplistic design. So even though it is, like I just said, a relatively simple design to the head sculpt, I can, number one, see Hayley Atwell in the sculpt, and number two, still appreciate the artistry that went into the sculpt. It's deceptively simple. On the surface, it looks fairly basic, but when you analyze it just a little bit closer, you'll see that it's actually a fairly impressive sculpt. Now, going back to an earlier preview video when we first started talking about What If, my question now is, where the heck is Hydra Stomper and Steve? Also, will they be coming in a 2-pack? I mean, he was shown a bunch of times in the preview pics for Captain Carter, so I think it's a given. I reckon we definitely will be getting those 2 figures, but only time will tell. The longer they hold them off is going to mean the longer that it'll be between Captain Carter releasing and those 2 figures. I know that I see them personally as a 3-pack. I don't exactly know why there wasn't an option to purchase all 3 together. Nevertheless, I am absolutely in for the What If line. Now, as you all know, I'm not the biggest fan in the world of the show. It is growing on me, but I'm not overly in love with it so far. That being said, the figures do impress me. I am hoping that they keep this line going. There are more characters from the What If universe I would love to see in 1/6 scale, so fingers and toes are crossed that Zombie Cap and hopefully a few more zombie figures plus Hydra Stomper and Steve go up very soon. Now once again, if you are looking to pre-order Captain Carter, she is available from toyswonderland.com. Link is down below. They have 12-month installment plans and an awesome reward system. Also, while you're down there, check out the link to 6th Scale Network, the awesome Facebook group. Come along, chat figures, share photos of your collection, and of course, see what's coming up next on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.